What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol XELA for Exela Technologies. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, we have talked about this one on the channel in the past, mainly as it was making these moves from there. And I mean, obviously, it feels like I'm digging this up from the graveyard because the downtrend here is very aggressive and it's steady, right? If I zoom in on this, notice that there has not been a green day in the past string since December, really. These are the first 2 green days of the entire month here, and it's been a while. So the only positive thing that I can really see this have going for it is the fact that volume is perking up here. It's not to say that this is quote unquote a short squeeze or it has to go quote unquote to the moon, but if volume remains elevated, if more new eyeballs get involved in this stock, I could potentially see it retracing a little bit more of this downtrend, but please don't overstay your welcome. Do recognize that the daily downtrend is firm, it's really solid, and it's been in effect for quite some time here, and it's not like we have a reversal pattern down at the lows, so there's no real risk-friendly entry here. I suppose if you want to have a starter position and your stop loss is under the low that we've just set here, that's fine, but I would only go in with like something like a quarter position, and as and if it wants to present itself with a higher low and then take that high out, fine. Maybe you add another quarter, you're building up to a half, and then as it continues, if it continues, then you can go full size. But I'm not really seeing any major pattern from the daily. Obviously, this thing is quite ugly. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at the 30 just to see how these moves have been unfolding. I quickly want to come in from the Monday low up to the Monday high just to get a sense for how this pullback was in the afternoon there. And zooming in, I mean, you can clearly see it did respect the 38.2. So I am going to say the buyers did a great job on that move there. This time we'll come in from the low of today's session up to the high of today's session. And once again, this afternoon pullback came right to the 38.2. Obviously the market closed, so we don't have a sense of whether or not we're going to move higher or lower. But in the post market, we're at least 57 cents. We're closer to here as opposed to at the 38.2 right now, which again, I'm going to give a slight edge to the bulls, but it's still in a massive daily downtrend. Please don't forget that. So yes, short term, you can be looking to play this to the long side. The must hold area would be this 38.2. And then what we'll also do is just quickly take out the fibs from the low of the entire move to the high, just to get a sense for where that one would be. So we'll come from here all the way on up to there, and just a little bit lower around, we're just going to speak in terms of decimals, so 5123 would be that next number right around here. So let's just start treating that as a zone, right? If XELA wants to do something like this and then bounce out of it, fine. I'm not going to, be hurt over, fractions of a penny of a move lower, right? So as long as it holds this zone, fine, you can have a short-term bullish outlook looking for a break of the highs to continue this little, momentum style move to the upside. If this area goes, that's where I would sort of run for cover and really wait to see if we get a higher low on the daily and then turn around, something that looks like this, right? There's your higher low. If we make an equal low, look out below, right? As soon as that breaks, we're just going to resume the daily downtrend and be fishing for new lower lows, exploring into what I would imagine is all-time low territory. So that's all I've got for you inside of XELA. As an upside target, let's just go ahead and mention this as well. The only area that I can see for structure on the daily would be here around 85, 88. I'm not saying it has to get there all in one go, but that would be the only structural element I can identify based on prior support here, which should now offer some resistance. So that's truly going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is going to be linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.